Hello, how are we all doing? Let me just finish getting everything sorted. Let me just get the chat up to the side. Constantina, hello, hello, hello. You're on drugs. Hopefully nothing too strong. Good to see you again, mate. How are you? Okay, so since the last live stream, I have recorded a few days off camera, just getting a few little bits done. So I will do a quick sort of show of everything that we've done, and then we'll crack on with what we need to do. Okay, so since the last stream, I've set up some rain collectors. We've found a generator and another gnome. As you can see, made some pretty massive progress with working on the future home. And finally, we have also done a little bit of work with the garden. Looking very good. We do have a freezer and a fridge as well, so we're looking pretty good so far. I've worked out what was causing the lag in the previous stream as well. It is the other monitor that I have, so I'm thinking if it gets bad during this stream, I'm just going to unplug it and I'll have to get the chat up through my phone, which I know very professional, but that's probably the best solution. Oh, there is a little bit of lag. Oh god. We'll give it a little bit of a whirl and hopefully it doesn't become too painful. Okay, so currently looking at our skills. This is how we're looking so far. We're not doing too bad at all. I would quite like to go and collect some more wood, but I think today I want to do a bit of looting. I want to get my hands on a generator magazine so we can get that up and running. And maybe just find a few more reading supplies, you know, a few home comfort things. So I think that's the best option for today. Uh, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Hell of a tune. Hate you when content creators record off camera. Don't worry, I did record everything that I did off the live streams, and it will be in the actual video. I'm starting to realise that when I record these live streams, they end up being much longer recordings than what I normally do, and it gives me more work in the editing sort of side of things. So I think what the plan's going to be, if there's anything sort of small, like working on this, or, you know, menial things like maxing up some of our stats, like reloading and things, I'm probably going to do all of that in my own time. I'll record it and then I'll put it in the episode that this will eventually be turned into. For the live streams, it's mainly just to have a chat with everyone and sort of show you how the progress is going. Okay, now we do still have quite a few bits in the back of here. Let me drop those. How are we looking? Okay, fancy black chair. Let me grab this. In fact, can we grab all of this? Yeah, go on then. I think I'm going to start putting the furniture we've collected into this house, just in the front room. We'll probably have the TV set up around here, so I'm thinking we put the bedroom drawers just there. That'll be perfect. The little armchair we'll put here, because I'd quite like to get a sofa at some point. Where do I put it? We'll put it here. Oh, I see you're decorating the house. Yeah, so a lot of it was just things that I imagine people probably weren't too interested in watching during a stream, so nothing too crazy. Okay, there we go. We've got our first bit of furniture in the house, looking very lovely. I've just realised I'll have to pick those up when I put a floor down. Great. Okay, so what am I carrying with me? I'm going to take the machete. We'll take the crowbar, that'll come in handy. And we have a screwdriver, and do we have a hammer? Yes, we do have a hammer. As long as we have all of these, we have everything we need. You might have to leave it an hour or so to attend an English class, you know, just trying to make my English a bit better. To be honest, your English is really good. You must be doing very well in that class, so I wouldn't worry at all. All the best with it if you do have to go. Right, I think before we set off, we will treat ourselves to a cheeky smoke. Nice. Okay, now where are we actually going to go? I don't know if I'm remembering Rosewood wrong, but I don't know if one of these is a school. Oh god, it's not Rosewood. I don't know if I'm remembering Riverside wrong, but I'm not too sure if one of these might be a school, I'd want to say. So I think we might just push back into the centre, take on some zombies, and have a look at what's around here. Oh, hi, it's good to catch you live again. Well, it's good to have you join in. Thank you for joining. As I said to a few other people, I've done a few bits outside of the streams, which I've recorded for a future video. You're doing a French class on Friday as well. Hell yeah. That's sick. So one thing I always wish I did was learn how to do more languages. I struggle with English, and it's my only language. Yeah, I think the lag's going to be quite bad, so I'm probably going to unplug the second monitor in a moment. Let me just double check, is it recording? Oh god. Yes, it's all up and running. Hi Tom, good to see you again mate, how are you? I wondered why we weren't moving, it's because I clicked on the other monitor. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to switch off the other screen. Let me get my chat up on my phone so I can just watch it from... Baby. Right, there we go. Stream is now open on my phone so I can see the chat. Let's also hope by unplugging this other monitor, the stream doesn't end. Right. Oh, that has messed up with my... Oh, okay, hold on. Bear with. I know, very professional of me. What was that a tea made out of sheets on the road? Not that I was aware of. I must have missed that. Feeling a little bit slow as usual today. Right. Let me change this. Normally just flicking around the settings like that fixes the screen. So about that music I recommended to you on yesterday's stream. I didn't listen to any, I'll be honest. If you join the group Discord though, and you remind me of it, I'll actually have a note then for after the stream to go back to. Oh, right. Okay. Should be running a little bit better now. Maybe screenshot the chat. I thought I did. I'll have to double check. I ended up getting a bit busy yesterday. I'm currently looking after my family dogs, and they've not been very well, to say the least. Let's just say there's been a lot of cleaning up after them. Hi, David. Good to see you again, mate. How are you? Oh, we are still getting a bit of lag, but not as bad. Ooh, I shouldn't have said anything. I might have jinxed myself. Blue car, I know, we're not quite the electrician skill we need to get the blue car, but don't worry, I will be returning for it at a later date. Okay, so let's try and work out which blue building is which. One of them is a church, which I think is this bigger one here, so we'll try and go to these smaller ones. There's a bunch of wood in the construction site. That's actually a good point. Thank you for that. I'll loop back around on the way, and we'll see what we can get our hands on. Okay, the Knox Bank. I'd love to raid that, but after our bank heist attempt, I don't know if it's a a great move. Probably won't be very successful. Ooh, a bus. Now that I'd like to get my hands on. Okay, this actually looks like a church. Oh my god, that lag. You know what, I'm starting to think that maybe I just don't have the setup for the live streams, which is a little bit frustrating. Ooh, there's a big Gigamart there. We could do with some supplies from there. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to hop out and we're going to pick a fight with the locals. Let's hope I don't die immediately. Okay, they're more interested in our truck. Oh, no, they changed their mind. Okay, careful. Oh, fuck. Why? Ooh, I tried to run then, and he didn't want to move. There we go. I should have been writing an essay, but whatever. I don't care. I'm the best in the class. Hell yeah, you got this. Oh, God, we're really not strong enough to be taking these on. And said the same thing yesterday. Oh, Gigamart. Yeah, I do have a habit of that. I need to learn to say new things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing at here. Now, I'll tell you what, I did leave a van not too far away from here. Let's go back to the van so we can run them over, just because I don't want to damage our pickup truck. I quite like it. I think this is the way to the pickup. Why are you so zoomed in though? So scary. I'll keep zoomed out for you. Am I even going the right way? I don't know. Le Ford Focus. That's to like the extent of my French. That's probably all I know. Bonjour, Le Ford Focus. Okay, not quite what we need, but let's just keep pushing up. I'm going to keep practicing my sprinting until we get a little bit tired, and then I won't push it much more. That's a lot of left forward focus. God, I really thought our van was parked closer than this. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm not going the right way. Let's very quickly check the map. Okay. Oh no, it is a little bit further north. That's fine. You can put the body in a dumpster to get rid of it, and you're not feeling like digging graves. We'll keep that in mind. We do have a grave dug for our brother. I think the rest of the zombies I'm just sort of letting to, you know, decompose. Okay, now we're reunited with our old van. Let's go and take this back towards the Gigamart. Where's your army? So far you're doing a pretty good one-man mission with the left forward focus. If you use sandbox settings, I turn the body decay down to like 2 or 3 days. Keeps it moving. That's a good point, actually. That'll probably help with our rendering as well and lagging. So I'll do that when we're probably not surrounded by as many zombies. Okay, so this is where we were. We managed to actually draw a lot of the zombies out, which is pretty interesting. Oh, that's where they all went. Let's just honk a horn and we'll kill them this way. Come on. Hopefully we don't break down too quickly. There's nothing we can do, Napoleon. Ooh, we are already taking a fair bit of damage here. This probably was a very bad move. I think all I've done here is actually just attract more of them. Ooh, don't flip, don't flip. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Okay, well, that probably wasn't the smartest of ideas, I'll be honest. Okay, yes, I'm a little bit stupid for doing this. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, two-wheel sustained driving. Now, there should be some cars over here. It would be nice if we could find a key to one of them. Alright, come here. El Gnome. Oh god, there's so many zombies. Why have I done this to myself? Maybe we try and lose them through the church? That could be a good idea. Or at least, you know, an idea. Okay, yes, I managed to get into the church. We're going to lose them this way. All it will cost is one church, and I'm fine with that. Please don't repeat that to my Catholic granny. She would not be very happy. Nice, we've managed to lose some of them. Okay, anything useful here? I will take these door knobs and hinges, as we'll have to build some doors for our house at some point. Now, what goodies do you have in here for me? Ooh, plenty of electrical devices I can dismantle. I'll take care of all of those now. Some canned sardines. I will just take all of the canned food with us. I imagine all the fresh stuff is going to be rotten by now. We'll take these sheets so we can put up some nice lovely curtains in our home. Le Ford Mondeo. Thinking out the box here. Plenty of chips we can take. Nice. You know what? I'm taking a break. You've worked hard with the spamming. I don't blame you. Okay, some cereal. Some nails. Okay, and an axe. Hell yeah, I'm taking that. Another radio to dismantle. Nurse is also going live. Yeah, I'm waiting for my class to start so I can see my crash. Oh, God bless you. You're going to have to give up on the class and you're going to have to watch both of us live. Not encouraging that, by the way. If you need to go, that's all good. Okay, right. We're a little bit heavily encumbered now. Ooh, an energy drink. I could definitely do that. Let's eat all of this fruit jam quickly. God, I can hear a lot of zombies. I'm hoping they're not too close to us just yet. Oh, there is one here. Hello. God, the echo of the zombies is terrifying. Some evaporated milk. I'll quickly have that as well. Okay, some more electronics we can take care of. God, where are these zombies? Please don't drop out of your class and watch a stupid live stream. Yeah, he is correct. Don't do that. There's some food you aren't taking. Yeah, it's just because we're a little bit encumbered. I'm just trying to take, like, sort of the essentials that I think we'll need. Oh, fuck! How old am I? Do we mean myself? I'm 24. Ooh, let's have all of this mac and cheese. Nice. Ooh, I love your hat. I'd quite like that. Take that. Lovely. Beautiful age, best years. Certainly don't feel like I'm in my best years. I'm feeling a little bit old and worn down. Right, I think this should do us for now. Oh, there's plenty of fresh food, actually. Let's try and take as much of this as we can. In the name of David the Gnome, I swear I'm not a pervert. I just joined that class to have more time with my crush. Oh, God. Anything else? There's some cheese. In-game I can eat cheese. I can't do it IRL anymore, which is just sad. Right, let's load up our trailer with all our goodies. What's your favourite tea brand? Now, this is going to shock a lot of you, considering I'm a British man who's 24. I have never drank tea or coffee. And I used to be a barista as well, so I used to have to make teas and coffee for a job. I've always just associated the smell with working, and I've never been able to stomach having one. I had a sip of my girlfriend's tea the other day, and that was like the first time I'd ever even had like a tiny bit, and I just, no, not for me. I was about to say how things like teas aren't actually good for you and all the rest of it, but then I am sat here drinking a can of Monster, so don't really think I've got a leg to stand on. Okay, and we have picked up so much stuff, Jesus. Why tea is not good for you? No, sorry, I meant coffee. Coffee's not good for you. It's like meant to be more addictive than a lot of drugs. And that, to be fair, I don't think tea's particularly like healthy unless you're having one that specifically is healthy. But sorry, yeah, got a bit confused then. Meant tea, not tea. Fucking hell. Coffee. Oh, can hear some more zombies. Oh, they're right below us. They must have come out of the church. Well, I tell you what, I'm just going to hop in my car and I'm just going to drive away. Yep. Not looking to make any friends with any zombies today. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Shit, I went to turn around. Didn't mean to hit that. You have to go, but I enjoyed. Goodbye. Well, it's been lovely to see you. All the best. Right, let's check out this big blue building. Wait, which one is the big blue building? Does it mean here? Oh, is this a school? I sounded way too excited for that then. I mean, only to try and find some books to read. Right, let's take on the local Zeds. Oh. Ooh, a couple of zombies have followed me. Hey, look, it's Freddie Mercury. How's my skills looking now? I believe we are still pretty useless. I did, like I said, I did a little bit of recording out of a stream. I recorded some extra footage, just whilst building our base a little bit. And this is what we're up to at the moment. So we're decent at carpentry. We can cook, and we're good at farming. That's pretty much it, though. 0 burn victim is becoming skillful. I think it would be hilarious if this ends up becoming like my best run, and we started completely burnt. So fingers crossed. I'd love for this to become a 100-day challenge, but I'm not going to try and jinx it. You aren't that useless. Yeah, compared to before, we aren't that bad. We're still just very weak when it comes to fighting zombies. Trying to guess what antiphobia means. It's not literally how it sounds, is it? That you're, you know, I don't know. I assume antiphobia is. I can't be a phobia of phobia. I really don't know. Oh my god, where are all these zombies coming from? Oh my god, go away. It means that you're afraid of anime girls. Anything else in here? We probably do need to get some more garbage bags. Ooh, some crystal meth. I'll take that. I think I'll also take every garbage bag here, as we can build one more rain collector then. Okay, it's getting pretty late, so I'm thinking maybe we clear out one of these houses, rest in there, and then check the school tomorrow. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Right, let's be careful here. There's a whole game on Roblox that's about killing anime girls. That does not surprise me, to be fair. You're very tired, time to leave. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get myself in, I think this house over here. We'll rest up for the night. Ooh, an engineer magazine. Lovely. Oh, please let me in. Okay, this should be a pretty nice place for us to rest tonight. I just realised I should probably pick up these curtains instead of just taking the sheets, so we can make proper curtains for our home. That crunch sound PTSD, yes. Always panic a little bit when I hear it. Ooh, some canned sardines. I'll eat these. You know you don't have to right-click, press E to close windows. I pressed E before and it made me jump out the window. So since then I always... Oh, also curtain shift-click. Also Mac is probably different. Yes, that does tend to be a bit of a reoccurring issue that we're finding. Okay, we'll have this fresh onion. Lovely. Leather jacket. I might wear this. Yeah, go on then. Anything in here? Nope. Okay, let's just get cozy tonight. Oh, hold equals climb out. Ooh, a big hiking bag. That's better than what we've got, so we'll take it. I've just realised I've got a mod on... Oh, no. I thought I had a mod on that lets me carry 2 bags, but I guess not. I guess we'll drop the duffel bag. We don't really need it. Where's the light switch? Oh, God. What a find the hiking bag. You've got to love a good hiking bag. The only one I prefer is a military bag, obviously. I don't know why I've got a bath towel. Let's drop that. I think before bed, I'm going to read both this Engineer magazine and the Hunter magazine that we found. I would love a mod that adds Ford Focuses, but it won't be realistic because the earliest model of the Ford Focus is 1998 and the game takes place in 1993. Yes, it is 1993, although I'm pretty sure there are mods where people put modern things in there, so there might be one. I usually carry a duffel bag with me to put loot in, put it inside the bag. Do that. Right, we're going to stick the bag in the bag. Hell fucking yeah. Right, let's get off to sleep. Well, we've woken up feeling absolutely horrendous, so let's have a quick smoke of our cigarette. Lovely. Is there any more food that we left behind? We'll have this eggplant and this corn for breakfast. Look how far you've come from a burnt jester to a Chad. We're a little bit far off a Chad still. I think we need to get a little bit stronger before we can claim that. What's your favourite year of Ford Focus? I've always been a Fiesta person. I've owned, oh God, how many? I think 7 Ford Fiestas. Mainly because my dad's like a car salesman. So whilst at university, I get a little bit involved in like car trade and stuff in order to actually, afford uni and keep going. So I've owned a lot of Ford Fiestas because they were cheap and reliable. And in the UK, cheap to insure. I keep forgetting to do this, but I need to dismantle these TVs as we go along. Fiestas are goat. Fiestas are an amazing little car. I've just got to choose one with the focuses. Okay. Oh God. I'm trying to picture which ones are which. I used to really like, so back when I was younger, the cars my dad would get, let's say 2008. Especially the old ones. Yeah, I had an earlier 2000s one at first, and I loved it. Such a good little car. It broke a lot, but when I had to fix anything on it, it cost next to nothing. Like, it was so cheap. Ooh, our machete is looking a little bit worse for wear. Probably should have bought another backup weapon. We do have a crowbar we can fall back on. Let's just hope that we can find some tape. Your dad used to have a Mondeo. I loved... which type of Mondeo is it? Like the earlier 2000s one. They're like slim, sort of long ones. I used to love them. They were such cool cars. I'm going to finish up absolutely all of the food we can find here, so we can carry as much as possible in the school today. I don't really like the rim options on the 2008. Your knowledge for Ford Mondeos is pretty insane. I'm impressed. Everyone's got to have a hobby. Right. Gang, today we are back to school. Normally, before the zombie apocalypse, Tiny would be banned from schools. However, there's no one here to stop him. Ford Mondeo, basically a Ford Focus, just a bit different. I'd say yeah, but to be fair, that's the newer Ford Mondeos. The early 2000s ones, they seemed more unique and like their own style. Myself had a Volkswagen and a Subaru, pretty decent. Hell yeah, I'd love both of them. I've got a Volkswagen at the minute, a Polo, and I'd love a Subaru. They are so cool. Kill me. Okay, we've managed to break a machete. Did I think to bring a better weapon with me? We do have the axe we can take, but I want to save that for now. I think that'll be best used on cutting down trees later. So I guess we're just going to use the crowbar for now. Right, let's see if we can get into the school. Ah, damn it, locked. Seriously, every door seems to be locked. Since when has a school been that safe? You had the old Polo with the round eyes. Oh, those ones are sick. I love those ones. Right, we're going to free this zombie from school. Oh, okay. There's a few of them that want freeing. Okay, there's only a couple of zombies here. We can take them. I need to crouch more to practice my sneaking. Used to own a Corsa but never really liked it and eventually sold it. Yeah, I've driven a few Corsas. I used to work in car rental. Corsas tend to have engine problems and are a bit unreliable. I mean, I've driven one or two that were fun to drive, but the majority of them, unless they're sort of a special sort of edition of them or whatever, or model, they're not very good. Sorry to anyone watching that might have a Corsa. Oh god, okay, we've caught a few of their attention. Opal, I forget you guys call it Opal. It's called Vauxhall here in the UK. Opal's actually really good, but the Astra... Yeah, the Astras are decent. The Corsas are just unreliable. Okay, there's plenty of bins. I feel like we should find a lot of drugs here. Ooh, heroin. Not quite the drug I imagined in a school, but we'll take it. We'll take your key. Ooh, Doomsday Survivors. Take this. You own a 2011 Astra. Yeah, they're good cars. Again, with my dad being a car salesman, I've known him to have Astras of that age, and they are decent. Going to be on a spiritual journey with all those drugs. Oh, God. That's if we survive them. Okay. Another key. I will take that. Another Wasteland Warriors magazine. Lovely. I've got a good feeling about this place. And no, not the usual good feeling that Tiny has around schools. This one's actually, you know, helpful. And not predatory. Probably didn't need to add that last bit. Okay, any other goodies back here? Ooh, we'll eat all the cheese and pickles. Nice. Oh. Okay, let's hope it's not too crowded around here. Okay, there are a few zombies, but I think we can take them. It is helpful those kids need to grow up at some point. Oh god, that's dark. I'm glad I only muttered that one. Car butchering. I'm going to butcher plenty of cars, so I'll take that. In fact, I've already butchered plenty of cars with taking out the zombies. A needle. This will go perfect with our heroin. Street Fighter poster. Hell yeah, I'll take that. And red hot chili peppers. Nice. There's an empty gin bottle. I'll take that. Okay, I think we'll go into the library next. Okay, right, that got their attention. You coming out? No, what? Okay, they'd rather make friends with the glass. Fair enough. Can't really blame them. Hey, you got to leave soon. You have a class in 27 minutes. No problem at all, mate. All the best with the class. Okay, let's get looting. Nothing in there. Okay. Okay, we're going to take absolutely all of the magazines and books that we are eligible to read. I hate when they get stuck on a window 1 square away from the door. It's pretty annoying. I mean, I don't mind it when there's a big horde chasing me. A heroin-fueled melee spree. Hell yeah. We'll take the medical magazine. God, plenty of things for us to read here. Take the duffel bag out. I'm putting all the items into the duffel bag, and it seems to be working. Oh, God, I'm really hoping there's going to be a generator magazine. Didn't see the icons to do it. Yeah, it's. I can't lie, I've missed it. I missed it the first time I saw it. Cooking Volume 2, wicked. Plenty of time in the apocalypse to read. Just don't break your glasses. God, that would suck. Could you imagine if you're someone that loves reading? You finally get a nice little den to rest in. You get plenty of books. You're all set, and then you break your glasses. That would suck, man. It's concerning that I found an empty needle in a student's locker. I know, there should have been drugs to go with it. How to use generators. Yes, get in. Got the vehicle schematics. Oh my god, this is going perfect. We are looking good. Learn Braille, we won't have a problem. God, I don't know how people manage to pick that up. Obviously, if you've been blind for a long period of time, like, yeah, you're going to obviously find it a bit easier to pick those things up. But I do find it impressive to learn an entire other language. You know, people that maybe were born with sight and then lose it. It's the same with people that learn how to, learn sign language. I knew a guy that knew it because his brother was deaf. It's really impressive. Okay, I think we've got everything that we need out of here. I'm going to get cancelled if I keep saying stuff like that. What, though? I find it impressive that people can learn Braille. I don't mean to be offensive. I mean to sort of, what's the word? Sort of praise people that manage to pick it up and learn it, because it must be difficult. Ooh, loads of lockers. I imagine there's going to be some good stuff in here. Some gym bottles. I will take those. Another Survivors magazine. And of course, a shrooms bag. Take that. I couldn't imagine what it must be like taking shrooms at school. Jesus. Some crack. Little extreme again, but we'll take it. No, saying that the needle should have come with heroin in it. I'm only joking. It's dry British humour. I'm hoping this was like, an older school and not, a primary school. I don't know what you'd call them in America, but be a little bit concerning if they're young. Oh, some crystal meth. What kind of school is this? A very cool one. Why so many drugs? I don't know. They seem to always just spawn here. Hi, Sushi. What's good? Good morning. Hi, Michael. Always good to see you. How are you today? I'm all good. Average UK school. It pretty much is. Ooh, Xanax. There we go. It's a public school. It does seem like it. More Xanax. Lovely. More heroin. Okay. Probably won't call that one lovely. Well, we found loads of books and loads of drugs. I think that's a pretty perfect find from the school, if you ask me. Ooh, there's more lockers. Let's try and get some more drugs. Ooh, another needle. Take that. I skipped the Street Fighter poster. I thought I picked one up before. If I've missed it off, I'll have to come back for it at some point. Still on vacation, living the dream. Hell yeah, dude. Glad to hear it. Okay, there's only 2 in here. I think we can take them. Okay, what can we find in here? Ooh, some baseball bats. You know what? I'm going to take one of these. We've already got a couple back at the base, but I think I'd prefer to use one instead of a crowbar currently. My experience in public schools, I can confirm that my classmates touch electric boxes, climb fences, and sit on metal poles. From my experience at school, yeah, I can vouch for that. Okay, we should all be concerned. Tiny is now checking the teenagers' changing rooms. By the way, I got to go to my class. Also, it's raining. God, all the best. Hopefully you don't get too soaked. Oh, okay. Nothing exciting in there. You can never have too many weapons. Exactly. Okay, let's fill up all of the new bottles that we found. Put some nails in there, wrap a chain around it, and you've got a quality zombie clubbing tool. Yes, I need to find a chain, actually. I normally ignore them. I'll keep an eye peeled. Okay, I think that's enough good stuff from here. I'd quite like to get my hands on some furniture next. Where's going to be the best place for us to go? I think if we head back to maybe like the High Street area, that's going to be our best chance of finding furniture. I think there is a furniture store, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, let's just avoid the mess that we left here earlier. Now, am I remembering this wrong? But I think one of these is a furniture store. There is a pharmacy there. We probably will come back to that at a later point. We do have an okay amount of supplies currently. Ooh, that is a bookstore. I would quite like to get in there. We have already got a lot of books, but, you know, it never hurts to get a few more. And... oh, okay, there are a few zombies. I tell you what, we'll come back to the bookstore at a later point. Gonna need some off-road tyres. Yes, definitely. Sorry if you guys are getting loads of ads, by the way. I've got a copy of the stream open on my phone to the side, and I did set ads to be at like the absolute bare minimum with people joining the stream, and for some reason I'm getting a ton of them, which shouldn't be happening, so I do apologise. Mark it on your map to return. Ah, don't worry, we'll probably go back there pretty soon. We should remember. That school library will be handy too. Was there another library that I missed? Other than the one that we went into? It's only just hit me that we haven't left Riverside at all yet. I think at some point we should possibly go to Rosewood, try and get a treadmill from the fire station. Okay, nice. You're one of the losers who buys YouTube Premium. You're not a loser at all. Honestly, with how annoying it gets, I can't really blame you. I'm tempted to get it myself. You know what? Let's eat a frozen cabbage. Nice cabbage popsicle. Tell you what we're going to do. A little bit of a boring end to the day, but I think we're just going to sit down for now. And there you go, sit down. We're going to read absolutely every magazine and book that we found earlier. In particular, we need to make sure that we read the Generator magazine so we can get that set up. Oh my god, we have picked up so many. Jesus Christ, it never ends. There we go. That should keep him busy for a while. Just the one of you went into has quite a few expanded volumes you couldn't use. Yes, I will have to go back for those at some point. It's tasty iceberg lettuce. It's our favourite snack. God, these books should help give us some huge boost towards these skills. Ugh, I wish I had the settings on which actually help the books build up your XP rather than just giving you a boost. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock now. I think we started reading it around 3. Let's see how long it takes us to actually finish all of these. Okay, not actually as long as I thought it'd take. We can now drop all of these that we don't need. Our cabbages have defrosted in our pocket, so I'll eat one of those quickly. Is there a thing I can click to like select multiple of these at a time, just so I'm not having to do this? Because I can't exactly drag it from the bottom, because otherwise we'll drop the water bottle. Damn, that took a while. Now, have we read absolutely everything? Let me double check. Jesus Christ, we've read so many different books and magazines. Oh, I did drop my crystal meth. Let me pick that up. I think I'll also put up the Street Fighter poster and the Red Hot Chili Peppers poster. Okay, apparently I don't have any room for them. It won't let me put any of these posters down anymore. Oh, there we go. You can put it up over there. Any room at all? That'd be nice. No. Okay, never mind. Well, after our hard work today, I think we should fall asleep on our pile of goodies. Lovely. Let's push on out. Okay, now that we have a bit of generator knowledge, I think we can get this connected. Perfect. A nice soft pile of books. We're sleeping in luxury comfort. Okay, now is there anything else I need to drop? Yes, I probably do need to put my drugs away. I'm carrying a few too many. I don't want to get stopped by the zombie police. There we go. Put this with all of our other drugs. God, we're getting a nice little collection now. We are still yet to find any cocaine. That'd be nice. Right, we're going to take some of these duct tapes so we can actually fix our machete now. Okay, nice. Red Hot Chili Pepper poster counts as drug. Yes, of course. It's the biggest drug of them all. Put the bush machete away for now. I'll have a fresh cabbage. Lovely. Okay, I can drop this. Keep some of the snacks on us. And perfect. Now, from what I remember, we did actually pick up a axe. So, I think we go and chop down some more wood. Probably should sort out all of the goods in here first, though. Damn, that's quite a heavy load. Alright, let's just get all of our food away in here. I think all of like the canned goods I'll just drop down here for now until we can get a nice little storage compartment for them. Ooh, It's like the doorknobs and things we can just drop down here for now. We'll open the box of nails. Put those away. We'll equip the axe. We can drop these for now. Lovely. Okay, right. Let's go chopping some wood. Right, we need a nice built-up area full of trees. Oh, to be fair, there's still plenty over here we can use. Ooh, there's a lot over here. Nice big dense patch. Nice and dense, just like myself. Right, let's get God. Let's get chopping. Can hear some gunfire in the background. A little bit concerning. Take that, nature. Oh, I like that. Turns out Tiny is pro deforestation. Mostly average dickus. I completely forgot. I still need to get some sheet rope in order to collect all of these. I keep forgetting. Tiny deforest belongs in my furnace. God, this is a slow process. I feel like I probably should have smoked some crack cocaine before this. That would have given us plenty of energy. Okay, I imagine this will be enough for now. There aren't any zombie corpses nearby to get sheep rope from, so we're going to have to carry all of these individually for now. Tell you what, it probably makes more sense to take the truck next to the logs and just load it up as we go along. God, we're exhausted. I think it's time that we treat ourselves to a little energy drink, make us feel better. Speaking of which, I'll have a little bit of mine as well. Ah, oh, that shit good. Okay, it didn't actually do a lot for us. Never mind. Okay, what if I just pull up along the logs like this? Like park over them. Will that let me just sort of throw them all in? Yes, this is a much more efficient way of doing it. What's my poison? You prefer Red Bull. I'm not a fan of Red Bull. I have Monster, but I have the zero sugar ones normally. I find the sugar ones just make me really like jittery. I'm currently drinking the Ultra Peachy Keen one. That's my favourite one currently. Although if I do have a sugary one, I'll have the Blue Mango one. Do quite like it. Not a fan of the original taste, if I'm honest. God, we are just asking to break our back at this point. Come on, keep going. Shocked Tiny Dickus is still alive. Honestly, me too. I don't know how he's still going. Good to see you again, Jodzilla, mate. That's fair. Original Monster tastes too much like bubblegum. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Come on, Tiny. Get that wood. Come on. Oh, this is going to take a while. Right, I'm just going to park the trailer on top of a load of the logs just to make this all a little bit quicker. Nice. God, all of this work just to probably build like another small section of the house. It's not going to be worth it. Lob this log in there, thank you. And stick that in there, perfect. I fired some questions at you on Discord, but feel free to answer them whenever you get the chance. Oh, no worries, I haven't seen them just yet. I'll take a look once I'm off the stream. I tend to set my notifications on my laptop and my phone to what's the word? Do not disturb is the Apple thing. Sometimes that can be a bad thing because I end up missing a load of important messages. Oh, God, please be done with this soon. I'm getting bored of picking up logs. Keep forgetting the sheep rope. Really annoyed at myself for that. God, we are going to have a lot of logs, though. I literally just asked them, so it's not like I messaged you 3 weeks ago. No worries, mate. I'll check them out in a moment. Okay, are we running out of room back here? Oh God, we actually are. We'll probably come back for the other logs at a later point then. For now, let's just load up as much as we can. Definitely going to cause some injuries here. Right, okay, that'll have to do for now. God, so many more logs down there. Again, we need to get a... what are they called? We need to get a bulldozer just so we can wipe out the trees a little bit quicker instead of cutting them down. And, okay, let's chop up the wood here. Oh, shit, didn't mean to do that. No, Ustream, get me to where we can. It was all good. Ah, cheers, appreciate it. Right, dump the logs on the floor, my man. I think that is all of the ones on our person. Okay, I'll pull this slightly further forward as well. You can always use clothes to make a sheep rope. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do it. People keep mentioning it to me, and then I start chopping wood and realise I've still not done it. I will eventually remember. Probably when we finish the house at this rate. Oh my god, there's so much stuff on the floor we can't even drop the logs. Tiny's going to be swole. Oh my god, he's going to be huge. So what are we building here? Could it be a museum? No, don't worry. I'm not coming to steal your ideas just yet. We're looking to build a house at the moment. It's something I've always wanted to do in this game, and I've started doing in the past, and then I've never finished it. I still don't know what the overall title or objective of this is going to be, whether it's going to be 100 days, whether it's going to be the fact we are a burn survivor or something, or whether it's going to be I spent like 100 days building, planks and things. We'll see. Building planks? I mean, 100 days building a home is what I meant. Come on, I want to put the logs down so we can see how many we've actually got. To be fair, I could just do some maths. So we've got 38 logs here, and we've got 26 on the floor. That's 64, I believe. Unless I'm doing the math wrong. Right, just grab half of them. Come on. Bit of a slow process, this. Drop all of those. Any tips for looting the big stores? I tried last night and got caught by the hordes. Well, I'm probably a bad example, but I tend to take a rundown leftover car and I just mow them down outside and then charge my way in. If the horde gets too big, then try to swerve them away through another building and loot back round. Nice, just winging it a bit, I see. See what happens. Yeah, pretty much. I think I've tried to set myself objectives before in the past with this game, and because I'm not very good, I tend to die before reaching them, so I'm just giving myself a few options. Clean up the area with Molotov. You have 2 to 3 days before they respawn. And, oh, with the tips with getting them all out. Good point. Yeah, just burn the city down. I find that works. Jesus, this is a lot of work. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. We're nearly done yet. Okay, last 2 logs. There we go. It's taken us quite a while, but we have a nice big log collection. I think for now I'm just going to sleep in the car, and then we'll get cracking on with the house in the morning. You just tried 10 years after the whole Riverside in a forest, and the roads are filled with water. Sack that. And I wish I had the PC to sort of power a 10 years later run. I do love the aesthetic of it, but I could imagine the game being so much harder. Okay, we do need to keep our eyes peeled to see when the power goes out, just because I don't want to I want to make sure fucking hell, I can't speak. I want to make sure that our fridge and freezer don't, you know, switch off and make all our food go rotten. Okay, we've got a lot of logs to get sawing. Let's get to work. If it wasn't for the lag, that would have been really satisfying. Okay, we should have more than enough. 192, and then, oh my god, there's more. Jesus. Right, let's just fill up our bags for now. Take as much as we can. I think first things first, I'm probably going to get the floor down, and then we'll work on the walls. Have you ever played DayZ? No, it's another game that I'm still yet to try. Right, let's get building. Okay, come on, keep building. You sort of went on strike for a little bit there. Yeah, a certain DayZ servers modded one that made it into kind of Zomboid experience. Ooh, I like the sound of that. DayZ is just a walking simulator. I got like 4K hours on DayZ. Jesus, dude. I've only just passed the 500-hour mark on Zomboid. I couldn't imagine getting to 1,000, never mind 4,000. God, we still need another 1.5 carpentry levels in order to actually build the gate that we need. You have 1,050 hours in Project Zomboid. Jesus. How long were you actually playing it before you decided to start making videos on it? And you're sitting at 750 hours. Jesus. No wonder I'm so shit at this game. To be fair, I was watching Zomboid videos, I think, for a couple of years before I actually got around to playing the game. It always appealed to me. But I think my first video, I was only, God, 170 hours into the game when I started making videos. And I was like, I remember saying in the intro, like, oh, I feel like I'm somewhat competent at the game. And no, I wasn't then, and I'm certainly not now. Years, you reckon? On and off. Jesus. To be fair, I know it's been around for a long time, and there's a lot of people that seemingly start playing the game, leave it, and then come back to it after a few changes. FIFA, bro, I don't think there was another game like FIFA that brought me to the level of rage before. To be fair, I used to play a lot of the older FIFAs. I think FIFA 13 was my favourite. I love that one. Thinking about the amount of hours I probably put into those games, it must have been over 1,000. I made a hole in the table with the controller out of FIFA Rage. You sound like my younger brother. He smashed many tables and controllers doing that. That's why he never played Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team sucked. The amount of times that I remember being up quite comfortably, winning games, and then it would disconnect and I'd lose. Fun fact, in all those 1,050 hours, I've still never been into Louisville. You've never been to Louisville. You've got to try it. I mean, if you download mods where you spawn to like the rural areas of Louisville, it's not so bad, so long as you're careful with zombies. But, God, they do keep a lot of good loot in Louisville. You've got to try it. In fact, the longest one of my characters in one of these videos has survived was in Louisville, so you've got to give it a go. So long as you find like decent sort of locations for the helicopter event, it's not as bad as you'd think. Definitely want to try it. I think if I do a 0 to here, I'll do it in Louisville. Perfect. I think even if you just do a video of Louisville and sort of listing it as like your first experience of playing in Louisville, that'd be a good way of getting views in. You know, keep all the outtakes if it goes wrong. Muldra is my default. I fucking hate Muldra. I can't stand it. I've lost too many characters to that area. It's great for some of the loot, but I don't know what it is. I just always die with some of my characters there. I just can't handle it. Oh, this is going to be a long process. I wish we could carry more of this in one go. Tell you what I should do. I should actually eat some of this food. That'll help our encumbrance a little bit. Rosewood is my default. Yeah, Rosewood is a very good like basic start. It's what I'd normally go with. I've done it in a few videos recently though, so I'm trying to avoid Rosewood as much as possible. The fire station is go. The fire station is it's too good for that first week. You've been playing West Point, David. You're a psychopath. I don't know how you pull that off. West Point is that's somewhere that I've only been to a couple of times, and I find it harder than Louisville. I can't lie. Wooden floor, right, there we go. Let's keep going. Probably explains why I keep dying. Yeah, that thing is hard. I think I did it on a previous run where I like popped into it for a little bit and I left immediately. I hated it. You might be visiting West Point in part 3. Jesus. Have you already filmed that part or is it something that you're planning on? Because now's your chance to back out if you haven't done it yet. I think as well, if you're needing stuff for like the museum, I think there is a museum in Louisville, if I'm not mistaken. I've never been to it, but it could be a cool place to get some little decorations for your video. You've half filmed it. Okay, I'd get out of there immediately. Are you a content creator? Yes, if you haven't watched Jodzilla, highly recommend him. He's currently doing a really good 100-day series. You don't know why, but you think building in this game is so peaceful. It is. I think if I could carry more, like we can't with this useless character, it would be really good fun. If it was a bit more, easier and fluid. I find that constantly going back and forth for materials is a little bit annoying. You have some very good pro tips. Yeah, you should listen to him. You should watch the melee weapon ones. All right, let's keep going. Try not to break anything. I've just realised I need to destroy one of these walls to do another back entrance. We can leave that for future Jake to stress about. I need to check what level I need to be in order to actually build stairs. Because I would like to do a second floor, which I probably will regret considering how long this first floor is taking. It's level 6. Oh, for God's sake. We might have to have a bungalow then. You just had to get there for the museum. Sack that. You're currently on a project on my run, closing on 3 months. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. I think, again, the longest I've lasted, I've had 2 characters last around 2.5 months, and I've never gotten past there. I'd love to have one where I at least get to 100 days. You decided to build a second floor. Jesus Christ. Brave thinking. How far have you gotten along with collecting the costumes? Have you still got a lot to go? Your record's about a year. God. Oh, well, we're making some good progress. You do have a lot to do. I don't even know if I'll make it within the 100-day time frame. Well, to be fair, I think if you get to like a certain point and then you do it like the first 100 days, then you continue it afterwards, I think you should be all good. I came across this project on my live stream, so I marked it on the map. Hell yeah, Sinister Zomboid. That's what I like to hear. That's why West Point, lots of zombies. Yes, that is a good point. But Zomboid for me is always on and off. Last time I survived for 6 months and died the most idiotic way possible. Uninstalled and now I'm back. I think I'd rage quit if I died after 6 months, I can't lie. Right, take all of these. It wasn't even zombies. How did you die then with the character? You're watching a stream on the other screen whilst driving. Yes, that is a dumb move. I've actually done that myself. In fact, I think I did that with a character I made a video on. Hit a concrete fence, broken skull. Jesus, that's heartbreaking. Your mate died from using a generator indoors. That's kind of comedic, I can't lie. Died in 5 seconds, God. I once killed a lot of zombies, was exhausted, so went to sleep in the car. But the hundreds of dead zombies outside made me sick whilst I was asleep, but I couldn't wake up, so I literally just died. Yeah, I think everyone's got to go through that kind of death sometimes. For me, that was my brutal realisation of what corpse sickness was. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself for leaving all of these supplies in here. I'm going to have to move those now. How long do you guys in the chat say? What's your sort of average? I know Yoav, you've said you've lived up to a year, but for a standard sort of run, how long would you say you normally last? Same with you, Jodzilla, as well. Probably should get some food in us. Yeah, probably should eat something soon. Otherwise, we will probably injure ourselves doing this. You normally last about 3 days. You know what? It's not too bad of an attempt. Man, I reckon 1 to 2 months is about the average before I do something dumb or make a small mistake. I think for me, it's probably 2 weeks. And it's not because of, like normal reasons. I think I try to push what I'm doing because I know that I'm recording and I'm like, oh, I've got to do something interesting, like take on loads of zombies, and that's what gets me killed. That's why Project Zomboid is so brutal. One little mistake and it's all over, and then I start again because masochist. It's honestly brutal. I think again, my longest lasting character was the one before I started YouTube. It was like 2.5, close to 3 months, but I don't think quite there. And I was working on the fire station in Rosewood. I'd built like a really cool base. I just set up like a bar and everything in it. It was looking really cool. I was really happy with it. And then I died because I got overly encumbered and I pushed my luck with a bunch of zombies. So it's really annoying when it happens. You got to tell yourself every time you go out, stay sharp. Yeah, that is true. I do feel that way though. I've started doing very risky, dumb things for content. Got to be careful. Yes, don't fall into that trap. I think as well, because you're there filming it, you know how long-winded everything is, and you've got to keep in mind, obviously, things are going to be edited down, things are going to be cut. You don't have to always push your luck with trying to take on too many zombies or doing certain things. I think when you watch YouTubers like that guy Peds and Rick Detrix, who can kill 50,000 zombies at a time, it's very easy to fall into that trap of being like, oh, I need to be amazing at combat and include all these things. But a lot of people who watch don't necessarily need that. And those guys are just too goated. Saying that, though, from yours, you've killed thousands of zombies already. Like, you're doing some pretty good stuff with it. And again, as I mentioned it in the previous stream that you joined, I love the matching to the beat of the music that you did. It really works nicely. You think Zomboid content creation is insane. It's painful, I can't lie. It's very long-winded. I would love to do other types of videos as well as Zomboid, but when I have tried to do that, the videos don't do well. The amount of hours you have to put into each video, and I do very basic Zomboid videos. I just do like let's play commentary. I'm not like the normal Zomboid YouTuber who then records like a scripted like dialogue and everything, which is even more work. And I probably record 20 hours on average for each video, and it's just ridiculous. Who would you be your fave Project Zomboid creator? Ooh, I would say Rick Detrix, just because he's pretty sick. I'm trying to think who else. I loved watching Mr. Egghat. He was like a comfort one. I would say out of all of them, call me Kevin, because I like people that do slightly more comedic or less serious Zomboid content. I do enjoy that quite a bit. Now, with 3k zombies killed, Jesus Christ. Right, let's see if you can hit 10k. I know I just said play it safe, but that'll be a nice little addition getting to 10k kills. Not only the editing itself, just going through the recordings. Yeah, it takes a lot of work, and the game is pretty brutal, but I can't lie, like, I'm like properly addicted to this game. I think there's little moments where you do get... Annie, good to see you, mate. How are you? Rick is really good. Yeah, Rick's insane. Rick for me is like the pinnacle of sort of content. It's sort of like if you're making Zomboid content, he's probably who to look at as inspiration. I say that, and then I take nothing from his videos because I'm too lazy. My mic cut out a second there. Yeah, I need to get a new one. I've been having a few technical issues with this one. It keeps cutting out. It's an absolute bastard when I'm editing, and there's certain parts that I wanted to keep in, and then I'm having to cut around the dialogue to make it work. Rough cutting is the worst and most boring part of the edit. I have a full day of Zomboid, in which is probably an hour of real life gameplay, and I cut that hour into 1 to 2 minutes to edit. Yeah, honestly, I think I worked it out before, even with my style of videos, which are more let's play heavy, an hour's footage comes to, I think for me, 4 or 5 minutes. on average. Sometimes I can get more out of it. Sometimes I can make an hour last for 20 minutes, but a lot of the time, every hour is literally just a few minutes of footage. It is brutal. I think I need to be a little bit more strict with what I cut. I need to actually chop out more than what I do. I'm just hoping to grow to the point where I can pay an editor. I can't lie. The quicker I can pass that work off to someone else, the better. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of work to edit. The thing is with me as well, like I studied film at uni, but I was crap at editing. It's really not my area of expertise. You wouldn't think it with how bad my sound design's been in many of my videos, but my highest grade was in sound design and script writing. And if I wasn't doing weekly content, I would focus on creating stories and writing scripts for these, but I just don't really have the time when I'm also editing everything to put it all together and then work on a script and build a narrative. So for now, it'll have to do like this. I think in the future, maybe if the channel gets a bit bigger and I can afford to upload a bit less frequently to grow the channel, then maybe then I'll go back to adding some narratives or whatever. Yeah, best way is repeating the process multiple times. Very true, but I had issues with that because I want them to edit like ones I like. To make it a shit edit. Yeah, that's true. Wish I had the passion to edit, but my ADHD won't let me focus on it and rather play games instead. Honestly, I don't blame you. To be fair, I find I even struggle to just sit down and play games sometimes and not focus. I had a mate with ADHD who thought I had it because of how bad my concentration is, but it's seemingly getting better with these longer streams that I'm doing. Highlighting and save important moments, cut the excess, repeat. Yes, that's the sensible way of doing it. I don't actually know the process of highlighting as I go along. What I should do, I know other YouTubers do it, they write down notes as they're filming of what they did on certain days. Again, I think I'm just lazy. I never really think to do it. Not entirely the same, but I hated mixing for music. I can't imagine how much worse it is for hours of footage. With hours of footage, I mean, I've only just started doing it in the recent videos, but I kept doing it before where I pause a lot when I speak, obviously, and I was doing it where I would cut between clips, but then you get this really jumpy footage. I've only done it recently in my videos where I've cut up the dialogue and edited it, but then kept some of the footage in the same parts, if that makes sense. And that's already doubled the amount of time I spend on a video, and oh god, it's not fun. Don't know if people realise the amount of time and work that goes into making vids. Like, it took me 3 months to record and edit and release part 1 of my 100 Days series. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of work that went into that, and it does annoy me a little bit. Some people can be quite harsh with comments, and you can always tell they're the people who don't make content themselves and they don't understand how difficult it is. But I guess you just got to take it with a pinch of salt. So hard around a full-time job and life. Yeah, I can't lie. Before I moved back home, when I was living in an apartment and I was working like 50 hours a week in like an office job, and then coming home and I must be doing 20 hours a week with this. It was just breaking me. It was too much. So I made the decision to instead just be broke and do this full-time and be a lot happier. The problem is, unless you're doing it for fun, of course, the reward is hurtful. You can edit a long video for months, only for it to go bad. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. You've got to build up a bit of resilience and sort of, take criticism not to heart as much, which, to be fair, the longer you do this, the more you sort of become numb to it. It got to a point, I remember when I first got my first few like negative comments, it used to really upset me. And then it's gotten to a point now where I just laugh at them. And it doesn't really bother me. Obviously, sometimes I get negative comments which are really helpful. And I'm like, oh shit, that's something I need to actually improve on. I'm like, you've actually helped me out there, so it's not an issue. Make a short work on it, a couple hours, and get 100k views. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair with the YouTube Shorts, they're great for growing your channel. But the only issue with it is you don't really get paid anything for it. So you put all that extra work into doing them. And yeah, it helps you grow, but you're not really seeing any monetary gain. How was the office life? Do you mean as in like the previous job? There's a reason why I didn't stick to doing it. I hated it. Basically me with the video, but got to brush it off and climb back on the horse and make another one. Yeah, exactly. Shorts are for nerds. Exactly, Carl. Nice to see you again, mate. Some hate is good for improvement, but just make the hate into something good. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the best way of looking at it. Comments equal engagements. Don't care for good or bad, bro. Yes, I actually started realizing there's so many things that some of the things I do in my videos seem to go down like Marmite. People either love it or hate it, and I've realized, you know what? I'm not even going to address it anymore. I'm just going to leave certain things in the videos, and if people want to comment that they don't like it, it's good for engagement, like you said. It does nothing but push my videos more, so it ends up benefiting me. Right, well, we've done a lot of work. Let's get off to bed. I'm debating when I turn this into a video whether I'm going to go back to adding a little bit of commentary. I was thinking about it just because the kind of style that I do doesn't really work with this longer form project of building a house. So I'll decide as I'm editing, but I think I'll go back to adding some commentary like my first few videos. Oh, did not mean to click the light switch. Where the fuck is it? There we go. Let's get off to bed. I haven't got any hate comments yet on my vid, so that's nice. Oh God, I can't think straight. You haven't got a hate comment yet. To be fair, you're too likable, Jodzilla. I think you do your humour sort of well, and there's no real reason for people to complain. You have a video 250k views. So yes, so there's one with 250k, and I think there's two others that have got past 100k. I'm just hoping we can get a few more to that point. My videos are always really slow with picking up. They tend to take like a month or two before they start getting the views. He does. I'm so jealous. You'll get there eventually, man. Can't possibly hate my content. It's far too good. It is very good. Right, we're a very hungry boy. So let's hop out. Oh, a little bit of an explosion there. Now, are these still working? Oh, God. Okay, right. The power's gone out. We need to get this generator on. Right, turn this generator on. Can I turn it on, please? Please? Oh, no. It needs some fuel. Right, don't panic. We've got some jerry cans over here. Right, grab one of these. I can give you a hate comment, if you know what I mean, Chotzilla. Right, I siphoned some gas from here. It hasn't rained in a short while, so I'm worried that our plants might start dying. Only just started, but hopefully every episode I release gets quicker. I did part 1 in 3 months, but part 2 in 2 months. Exactly. Part 3, we're hoping it's only going to be a month. Every time you jump on the stream, I'm going to give you a kick up the arse to try and get there. Your views can only go up to 100 if you're lucky. What are you doing in terms of... so I'll just quickly add some fuel to this generator. What are you doing in terms of actually posting? So if you're only getting 100 views, are you posting weekly? Are you sticking to like a regular sort of content? Are you working on your tags and things? There's little things you can do to help boost it, even if it's just improving like thumbnails and things. Right, let's get some more gas. Man, I hate that I got into an accident. I can't play airsoft anymore or drive on motorcycles. Oh, God, I forgot to check in, Danny. How are you doing after all of that? Have you managed to heal up a little bit? What's the current state of things? People like Scott Cawthorne found success in talking inspiration from negative criticism. It's all in how you choose to handle the criticism you get. Exactly. You've got to use it as motivation sometimes and learn from it. At least you're prepared for the electricity going off. Yes, I know. Thank God. Right, let's add some more fuel. Right, lovely. Let's turn on this generator. God, we found that generator magazine in perfect timing. because we really were at risk of all of this going bad. What are we going to have today? I think we're going to have some cheese. You know what? I'll also have this stale bologna. Why not? We've earned it. And we'll have one of our 52 cabbages as well. Using crutches, but I can low-key walk. I can't put some weight on the leg, but can walk. Jesus Christ. Is that called limping? Yeah, sort of limping. Bless you, mate. Have they given you sort of a time frame of what the recovery is going to be like? For those of you that don't know, Sweet Danny is one of the moderators on the Discord group, and he had an accident not too long ago with a motorbike. Yeah, send some support in the chat, guys. Poor guy. It is a rough thing to go through. I can't remember if I told you at the time, but I had a mate who'd been in 2 motorcycle accidents. And yeah, pretty brutal to go through. Right, let's have this peach. You guys have very likeable voices. Mine's just annoying. Ah, don't say that. If you're okay with saying, how sort of old are you? Are you quite young? You could be growing into your voice. You never know. Or just do the corpse thing. Just come up with like a fake voice. We're accident bros. Oh god, have you been one in... God, I can't speak. Have you been in one as well, Kyle? Jesus. I'm really not made for this streaming malarkey. I can't play and speak at the same time. You know what some people have said? I agree sushis is lovely, but I'm Australian. My voice is very Australian. To be honest, I love an Australian accent, Jodzilla. I think it makes things more comedic. You could probably post a very, like, serious video, and it might play off as comedic because of the accent. So I think it's made for sort of gaming content. You were in a crash 2 weeks ago, just had surgery on your wrist. Jesus, how did it go? They said 2 weeks, but that's 2 weeks ago. Think about maybe around the end of October, or maybe worst case, going to be late November. I imagine it'll only be a couple of months. As long as you keep up with doing physio and things afterwards, it should recover. 28. Bruh, I'm old. You're old. No worries. I don't imagine you've got a bad accent, dude. I think that'll come down to sort of you not being a fan of it yourself. I know that I don't enjoy listening to my own. I find my own voice quite irritating, but apparently people enjoy listening to it. Oh my god, that Gilbert Godbury voice. That would be brilliant, to be fair, if he had his voice. That'd be really entertaining. You have a strange voice because you grew up in Essex and Scotland. So I don't think I've ever suited streaming. That is a really bizarre mix. Not to try and give you a complex, but that is a strange mix. You never know, it might work. People might like it. I don't imagine the Americans will pick up on your accent very well, especially the Scottish part. You got a high-pitched voice as a 20-year-old. To be honest, mate, I still had a very squeaky voice at 20. All you've got to do is just chain smoke, and then you'll get out of it. American women still love the UK's various accents. God, the UK does have some bad accents, though. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think of the worst ones. It depends on gender, but one of the worst ones I've heard is... I used to spend a few years living in Yorkshire, and if you get a Rotherham accent, but on a girl... Not every girl with a Rotherham accent. Some of them sound fine, but I've heard some pretty horrendous Rotherham accents on women. And it was just like... The way they describe things, it's like... No, I don't want to do that. Like, no. Like, fucking horrendous bad. Like... Sounds like a 50-year-old bloke in a pub. Takes a while to get your rhythm going too with voiceover vids. Yeah, definitely. You've got to find that sort of natural speech. I think even with me, the way I talk in videos and streaming even now, I still don't sound like myself. I talk differently in person, and I feel like I'm more energetic in person. I don't know what it is about streaming. I'm just sort of mellowed out. I wish I had viewers whenever I stream because I love talking to people. I don't care about anything else and talking to people. Shared Norwegian accents, oh my god. I'm not actually too familiar with them. Danny, whilst you're recovering, I think now probably would be a good time to give streaming another crack. I can't remember if you said before whether you do it on YouTube or Twitch, but definitely give it another go. I went to Liverpool and couldn't understand a thing half the time. I do love a Scouse accent, but it can be a bit too strong. It does get to a point where you have no clue what people are talking about. Scottish Twitter is always good for a laugh. Scottish Twitter is pretty bang on. All of Sushi's Rotherham subscribers are currently unsubbing. Ah, God, there won't be many of them. It's fine, they can go. No hates to anyone from Rotherham. It's just a very hit and miss accent round there. I do Twitch, but I have schooled them some days too. Okay, you'll have to send me your Twitch account on Discord, and I'll have to check it out. Do you upload your streams afterwards so people can rewatch them? Actually have energy when you talk. That's why it's not boring to listen to your stream. This is, honestly, this is quiet. I think when I'm in person, especially around friends, I don't know, I'm a bit riskier with jokes, we'll say. And I don't mean that as in like making horrendously offensive jokes. I don't know. I'm just a bit more free-flowing with how I talk. When I'm streaming, I think I just find this relaxing of a process. I'm not a big fan of the Essex accent. To be fair, I think I'd take the Scottish accent over the Essex one. Right, let's take these planks. Let's finish up this floor, and then I think we should do something else for a little while, because I'm getting a bit sick of building. Neither, and I grew up there. For me, it's like the only way is Essex people. Like Joey Essex that I can't stand. I think they give the area a bad rep. I went to Manchester last summer, actually. Went to the Tommy Innit stand-up tour. Tommy Innit had a stand-up tour. Jesus Christ. That's all I have to say about that. Bro, that's what I'm worried about with streaming. I think I'm going to stream for like 10 minutes before getting cancelled because of my out-of-pocket jokes. To be fair, as long as you don't immediately upload the streams, you might be okay. I've done it before where I went to start a stream. I won't say exactly what it was, but I made like a jokey thumbnail and then realised, oh shit, like maybe this could be interpreted as something unintended. Very vague without saying what it was, but it's like you have to be very careful. And sometimes, you can do something very innocently and it comes out, not so innocent, unintentionally. But yeah, I find I'm someone that makes a lot of offhand jokes. I'm not one of those that makes like horrendously bad, shocking jokes or things, but sometimes, a little edgy joke dropped in at the right point can be funny. It's just probably not something worth doing online in case it's taken out of context. You dislike posh accents. I've heard, not sure which part of the UK it comes from, always sounds condescending. For me, it's southern accents. Sorry to any southerners, there will be people watching me. I spent quite a few years living up north, and I like the northern accents in the UK. I find them quite homely and nicer to listen to. I think it's very well spoken, posh southern accents are just a bit no, not for me. But then again, northerners mistake me for southern, and southerners mistake me for northern. It's the problem with being a person from the Midlands. We just don't have an identity. Little dark humour is good. It is. I think eventually I'll test the waters a bit more. I think as far as I can go at the moment is, making jokes about, the schools having drugs in this game and things like that. It's as far as I'm willing to push it. Oh, there are a few other ones. Sorry, I've missed a few of these comments. Another thing, we have to be really careful to our humour. It's one of those, like, I'm not one of those where it's overly edgy with humour. I think when I was younger, I definitely used to be edgy for the sake of being edgy with jokes, and it was very distasteful. I think once you grow up and you mature a bit, you do come out of certain things realising that, it's some things you probably shouldn't joke about. However, there are just moments where I think if you're clever with something, you can play it off and it works. But I think, especially if you're doing content creation, even if you make a joke innocently, you need to be careful because you never know who might hear it and who it might offend. And if it does offend someone, that's not something you want to do if you're trying to be funny. Right, down to our last 5 planks. Always the Cornwall accent, lol. I can't even picture a Cornwall accent, but I know that it's strong. Oh, wait, I can post about your stream in your server. Hashtag announcement. Oh, yes, sick. That would actually be really handy. Thank you, mate. I can't wait till I can finally stop over and be a tourist. Whereabouts are you from, Kyle? People get offended by everything these days. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think based off what humour used to be like, I used to love like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and everything in the past. And I think looking back on those, you'd look at some of the jokes with rose-tinted glasses. But I can't lie, I've rewatched 1 or 2 clips more recently, and most of it's harmless and funny, but there's the odd bit of humour where you're like, oh, you know, maybe that part's not okay. You're from the USA, East Coast. Honestly, if you're going to go travelling, don't recommend the UK. The UK sucks. I am eager to get out of here as quick as possible. Everything's expensive and overpriced. It used to be that you go up to the north of the UK, and that was like the cheap part. We could have fun. Like if you are going to go, I'd recommend going to like Manchester, Liverpool, those sort of places. Especially if you're going to be drinking. Very good fun. Lots of nice bars. But I can't lie, the UK is just not good anymore at all. There is nothing to do here that makes this place enjoyable. It just sucks. Nice light-hearted stream, I know. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can be bothered collecting any more trees. But can I be bothered taking on any more zombies? The other problem with me is that cunt in every second word of my mouth, and Twitch and YouTube don't love that word. Yeah, I mean, I love using that word. I actually made a short film in my final year of university, and I used the word in the script, and my grandparents refused to finish the film after seeing that part. I know some people really don't like it, but I think especially if you're saying it with an Australian accent, like it's too funny. You've got to keep it in there. I wonder what a tourist thinks of a place like Blackpool. I think if a tourist went to Blackpool, they would never return to the UK. I think that would be enough to turn them away. I've heard that, but I've always wanted to go. And they have a buddy in Sheffield. Yes, Sheffield. So I went to university in Sheffield, and I then lived there for a year. I've not long moved back from Sheffield. I love Sheffield. It's an absolute crack den. But if you go to the outskirts, there's like beautiful countryside. It's when you're a student, it's great for a cheap night out. It's not as cheap as it used to be, and a lot of the big clubs are now closed. But I like Sheffield. It's somewhere you can go to get wankered, and then you can go for like a nice hike the next day. If you want to go to the UK, the only reason would be football. Yeah, pretty much. And to be honest, I've gone off football. I think I mentioned it in the previous stream. I just don't enjoy it anymore. It's another reason I want to go to America or something. Go watch some UFC. My dream, though, I've had friends and family that have gone to Australia, and I've mentioned that before. I really want to go to Australia. To be honest, I've been to the UK many times. The reason I go there is to watch football. There is honestly no other reason to go there. You literally go to an old-fashioned pub, look at some old castles, and watch the football. That's all we have. It's like, to be fair, part of the UK, I always used to think we have nice countryside. And then I went to a wedding in Ireland with my girlfriend, and it just blew the UK to pieces in terms of countryside. It was so much more beautiful and greener. And then when we landed back in the UK, it made me realise, like, geez, there's literally nothing here. Like, there's no reason to be in the UK. It sucks. You're too skint to go to football matches? Yeah, I've not been to a football match since pre-COVID, if I'm honest. I just don't really have the budget for it. It's too expensive. Love the countryside, though. Yeah, we do have some good countryside. It just stinks of cow shit everywhere. The place where I live, I'm sort of in a village that's more in a rural area, and it's okay. Does get old very quick. I'm a tragic Liverpool fan, so I go there to Anfield. God, you're a glory supporter. What made you pick Liverpool? Well, to be fair, I know the A-League in Australia is not the best, so I can't really blame you picking a foreign club. Come to Norway, I recommend... How am I going to pronounce this? Trondheim. Very beautiful. Norway, I'd love to go to. I know Norway is meant to be really nice for, you know, people, especially who are born there and live there, in terms of its healthcare. Is it Norway that has, like, really a nice prison cells and things as well? Right, you know. May as well. It is getting late. Let's get my fan on in the corner. It's getting a bit too warm. You said that well. Jesus. I struggle with English words, so I'm happy I managed to get that somewhat correct. Right, where were those logs from earlier? I picked Liverpool because my parents are big Beatles fans, so when I was going to football, I just knew of Liverpool. That's actually a good suggestion. I do like the Beatles. The prison is like the hotel I was in Manchester. Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember I did a big night out with my friends in Manchester, and I got really lucky with my room. I booked a last minute one. And I say I got lucky, my room had a window, and I paid less than my friends. My friends had like shared bedrooms, and they were like these little boxes with like crappy paintings on the wall. And this is a place that looked nice from the outside, and the rooms were expensive, but they were horrible, like really horrible. You're scared of talking about the team you support. Is it a Norwegian club or is it a different one? Manchester is one of my favourite cities for sure. I do love Manchester. Saying that though, the first 3 times I went to visit Manchester, random crackheads threatened to kill me for no reason. So I don't really know what I did to offend them, but they didn't like the look of me. Okay, it is a Prem team. Okay. To be fair, I can't think. There isn't a Prem team I don't really like. I mean, to be fair, if it's something like Chelsea, then I'll just be a bit disappointed in you. Thank God Liverpool FC is called Liverpool because I could have ended up supporting Everton. Thank Christ. God, if you picked Everton, that would have been brutal. You got a Norwegian one too. Go on. You got to tell us, Danny. You got to tell us which one it is. You can smell he's a United fan. Oh, to be fair, being a United fan comes with a little bit of shame. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is them. It's not United. Okay. Is it a London-based club? I can imagine someone from outside the UK picking a London one. Is it where the Viking is? The Viking. I can't. What would that be? The Viking. I don't think. I can't think of a part of the UK that's specifically linked with Vikings. No. Okay. It's not a London one. The team has a Viking. Oh, so the one in Norway has a Viking. I mean, I can't lie. I'd pick that just for the Viking part alone. That sounds sick. The Minnesota Vikings. Is that a Norwegian team? To be fair, all of the states and cities in America are named after previous European or English towns and things. So, to be fair, should expect that maybe it came from Norway originally. The Prem team has a Viking. Oh, that's really throwing me off, dude. I don't know who that could be. A Premier League team with a Viking. The Minnesota Vikings are an NFL team. Oh, got you. Oh, American Midwest. I think it's native word in origin. Oh, okay, fair enough. I don't have the best knowledge of American sort of areas, I'll be honest. It's Manchester City, Erling Haaland. Oh, Viking robot. Got you. To be fair, that makes sense. The best team you could pick nowadays is Man City for like the last 10 years, so fair enough. I can't lie, I'd rather be a City fan than a Man United fan myself personally. I don't know what it is about Man United. I just don't like the. To tell you what it is, the reason I'd never liked Man United is because of their Chevrolet badge that they had on their kit. That is genuinely the reason why I couldn't like them. I just didn't like the sponsorship on the shirt. I think I'm a Nottingham Forest fan, mainly because I was taken to a Forest game as a kid. So I grew up in Leicester, where could have supported a Premier League winning team whilst growing up, but instead picked Forest because I went to watch Forest versus Derby in the Derby, and we won. It was either 5-0 or 5-1. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a Forest fan, and then it was all downhill from there until the last couple of years. But I think if I were to pick another team, and I could pick any other team, I'd pick something like Newcastle. There's something about Newcastle that I like. I've only been up there once, but I do like Newcastle. You only support them because of Pep. To be fair, yeah, Pep is pretty class. That means, though, if he does leave, you can't go changing your team now. You got to stick with him. Alright, let's get soaring at these logs. We'll do a little bit more of the floor for the house, and then we'll get to bed. Jesus, another 60 planks. Norwegian team support is Bodø Glimt. To be fair, they're meant to be a good Norwegian team, to be fair. Yes, I've heard of them. I think they get like European football, don't they? So they're playing like the Champions League, I believe I've seen them playing. Or am I thinking of the Europa League? Right, let's get to work. Oh, they're in the Conference League right now. Jesus. Champions League's on tonight. It was on last night as well, but I didn't watch any. City versus Inter. Now, that would be a good game. Slapped AC Milan last night. I haven't caught up with any of them. I've only looked at the score lines. I'm interested to see how Aston Villa do, in all honesty. I like seeing like an underdog story. Obviously, they're not going to go and win it, but I just hope they go far in it. Oh, Bodie got into the Europa League. Nice, to be fair. To be fair, you probably do want to be in the Europa Conference. You'd have a better chance of winning that, I imagine. That's what everyone said about Leicester. Yeah, to be fair. One time I haven't rooted for an underdog. That sucked. Being a Nottingham Forest fan at school when they won that really wasn't great. Oh, God, we should get to bed. I'll tell you what, I'm probably just going to sleep in the car and we'll continue with this in the morning. The new system is ass. I really don't like the whole league table thing that they're doing with like the Champions League and everything. I'm not a fan. Right, let's get some sleep. That's a particularly grey day today. We're just playing a little bit of the UK simulator now. Let's finish up this floor and then we'll move on with something else. You're hyped about it, but you don't like it. It's always entertaining. I mean, I'm a little bit biased. I mean, I only really seem to get into the Champions League when an English club gets into the final. Normally just because I'll have like a friend that supports them. And it's interesting either rooting against their team or, you know, getting on their side and supporting with them. Like, we were out on a night out in Manchester when Man City won the Champions League final, and one of my mates is a Man City fan, and we just got hammered, and I celebrated like it was my club. It was great. Wake up to a sunflower singing. There's a zombie on your car. What's this reference? Is that a... I don't believe I'm familiar. God, we're not even close to carpentry level 5. Oh, Plant vs. Zombies. I've not played that in years. I feel like Haaland got robbed of the Ballon d'Or last time when he won the treble. I don't know. I think I'm kind of biased. I think Messi still kind of deserved it for, you know, winning the World Cup and everything. I think that was at least the same Ballon d'Or. But Messi certainly won't be winning any more after that. So I think Haaland will have enough time to go and win one. As an Arsenal fan, watching Spurs in the Champions League final made me nervous. God, could you imagine their big trophy drought, but then they go on and win the Champions League? Jesus Christ. They didn't count the World Cup. Oh, I didn't realise that. Yeah, that doesn't make sense then. For today. The mighty Reds took care of business. I will never get over that Champions League final where Liverpool had Karius in goal. Like, I actually couldn't believe my eyes when I was watching that. Some of the goals he let in. And then, like, the Bale bicycle kick and everything. That was one of the craziest finals I've ever seen. Not to, you know, bring up some old wounds there. You don't care who wins in the Champions League so long as it's not fucking Real Madrid. I can't lie, it's getting boring watching Real Madrid win it. It would be nice to see someone new go in there and win it. Very painful memories. I do apologise. We immediately then went and bought Alisson. What an upgrade though that is. Karius' career has been horrific. Like even when he played that cup final for Newcastle, he was just so shit. Like the poor guy, like he needs to just retire. To be fair to him, I swear he's had a load of modelling gigs or things. Maybe he should pursue that instead of football. Huge upgrade. Best goalkeeper in the world. To be fair, if he's good enough to keep Edison out of the team, then he has to be pretty amazing. Oh, Edison out of the Brazil team, I meant to say. Then he's got to be one hell of a keeper. I just feel jealous that Brazil have that sort of luxury to pick between those two as a starting keeper. How many hours do I have in Project Zomboid? So, we should be approaching around 510 now, roughly. Still a long way off some of the times that people in this chat have had. Got to head off for work. No problem at all, mate. It's been nice to speak to you. Have a good shift. God, only a few more planks left. Brazil really fell off after that 7-1 loss. God, that was horrible to watch. Even as like an outsider, seeing Brazil lose 7-1, it'd be like watching God, I don't even know. Who's a really likable martial artist? Um I don't know, to be fair, probably a better comparison. He's not very well liked, but it's almost like watching someone who's undefeated and dominant as like a John Jones in MMA. It's like watching him get beaten up and knocked out. Like, it's such a shock to see Brazil lose 7-1. It's brutal. Norway is the only team to not actually lose to Brazil. That's because you need to qualify for things like the World Cup. No, I'm kidding. That's still impressive, though, if they've played against each other in like friendlies and things. I low-key found it hilarious at the same time. It was so shocking. God, I remember there was such an uproar in the UK. Like, I remember I was very briefly doing boxing, and I went into a gym, and there's old-fashioned, like, working-class, like, white blokes, and they were not happy that Germany were doing so well. They did not want to see the Germans win. There's a lot of people who've held a grudge since the war, we'll say. But back in the 90s, we won like 2 and drew 2. That's pretty decent. But yes, it's sad we never get to qualify. I feel bad for Haaland. I'd love to see what that guy could do at a World Cup. Right, I tell you what, I kind of want to go to the building site just to see if there's any good supplies there. It's funny because Brazil shat the bed. It was one of those shocking games. It was similar to when Barcelona lost 8-2 to Bayern, where it's just sort of like, you can't believe what you're witnessing, but you kind of can at the same time. You're like, you can just sense there's more goals coming. And you're like, surely not. Like, surely they're going to turn around and, pull something back. It's insane watching games like that. Right, let's grab some food to take with us. A home World Cup and got bad. God, I forgot they were at home. That's, no. So insane. Right, let's eat all of these yogurts and cheese. We're on that lactose-only diet. Our manager finally retires after the Euros. He is one of many reasons Haaland can't play like he does for City. I'd be interested to see who you bring in. Am I right in thinking is Solskjaer from Norway, or is it a different European country? Liverpool 7, United 0, best day ever. Yeah, I think all of us enjoyed that a little bit. Your dad's a United fan and turned it off after 5-0. Bless him. It must be so shit supporting Man United growing up when they're such a good club and then seeing the current state of them. It must be horrible. You love that. Jesus. Rubbing some salt in the wounds there. Right, let's take some of these cabbages with us. Oh, God. Okay, it seriously hasn't rained in a while. I am getting quite concerned for our crops. Can I check up on them? How are they looking? Oh, okay. We'll leave that for Mother Nature to take care of. Oh yeah, right. Solskjaer could actually be a pick, but then again, he fucked up United. I don't get where he got fired after some bad games when he'd been there for a long time. They shouldn't have gotten rid of Mourinho. They should have just got rid of the players he didn't get along with, and they should have stuck with him. Because Solskjaer, he was okay, but he didn't win anything. But I think for someone like Norway, I think he'd be a good fit. The game finished, and I immediately jumped onto YouTube to watch Mark Goldbridge. God, I could already imagine his response. I've seen little clips of him raging, and it is hilarious. Always thought Goldbridge was a bit of an idiot. Yes, definitely. Ooh, we're feeling a bit anxious. Let's treat ourselves to a cigarette. I've not even checked. What day are we now on? So we are currently, so that's 24. We're currently on day 25. Not bad. We are losing weight, so I should probably eat some more fattier foods. This place is coming together nicely. With the farm, right click and click on info. Right, okay. I'll after we've done a bit of looting, I'll come back and check that. Would Loki be funny to see Haaland's dad become a manager for Norway? I wonder if he'll treat it like one of those like kids situations at nine-a-side or something, where he ends up like favoriting him. To be fair, he's their best player, so you would put him on penalties and everything. But whether he gets special treatment, it'd be quite interesting to see. Loki, oh god, I just nearly read the same message. I think I'm losing it. I'm getting skits. Right, I believe this is the building site. You don't say, mate. Stating the obvious a little bit there. Ooh, another little camper. It'd be tempting to take another one. I'm head out for now. No worries, mate. It's always nice to speak to you. Take care. Ooh, DIY crafting for idiots. This idiot could do with that. And nothing else we want to take. What else does this place have to offer? Ooh, okay. It's got some zombies for us to take on. Oh, please stop lagging. Oh, God. Careful, careful. Go inside and see if there are 50 zombies. Sack that. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I did have a video where I had to delete all the footage because a couple of weeks in that happened. It was so frustrating. Nice. Some more watches we can dismantle. Now you've mentioned that, I mean, I'm getting morbid curiosity to go and look inside of it. But even with... Oh, which run was it? There was a recent one we did. We hopped inside and immediately had a zombie in there with us. Okay, I'm not seeing any storage units or anything. Do they keep anything in the bricks? No. Okay, there's just nothing here. Bro, that would be uninstalled territory. Go in, go in. Ah. Right. Everyone blame Godzilla. If I die from this... Oh, God. I about had a panic attack. Okay, there's nothing in here. I'm just going to dismantle this TV quickly. Do it for content. No. Oh, God. My heart skipped a little beat when I jumped in. Oh. Backup saves when it screws you. I don't know how to do backup saves on a MacBook. I've seen videos and tutorials of how to do it on a regular PC, but it's a little bit different on here. Right, we're all good. So let's push on. Right, you know what? I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for furniture stores and DIY places. Oh, that is a furniture store. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to park up, guys. You're low-key disappointed there wasn't 30 zombies. Hey, it would have been funny. It would have been a pretty shit end to the video, though. Oh my god, my laptop really can't handle streaming. It lags so bad when we come across zombies. Tell you what, let's go check out the furniture store quickly. I could do with a sofa and a bed. Of course, it is locked. We're going to have to break our way in. Does it happen often, the RV trap? I've had it a few times where you enter one and there's zombies. It is really frustrating. Okay. What goodies do we have here? Some armchairs. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed. I might take that table over there, and I might take one of the leather chairs from the front. Yeah, fuck it. Right. Hopefully we don't break this immediately. Can I survive 100 days with 18 frames per second? I think that's putting it nicely. Okay, I've just... Let's go for this chair over here. Okay, that worked. We got a slightly worse chair. Great. Okay. Can I also take this? This as well? Yeah. No, 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 not the floor. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to rotate between the options and it's not letting me pick up the lamp. Yep, it doesn't want to give it to me. Oh well. Hoping every single one would break for content. I wouldn't be surprised. It's happened before. Right, put this couch in there. Do you ever do like Carthasist Run where you just go OP and destroy everything? I've done some videos where we just try to cause a bit of chaos. Like, I think the Breaking Bad one, has that even come out yet? Yeah, it has come out. Where we just try to fight as many zombies as possible. Or the video with Firebite, where you just want to burn stuff. So we do the occasional one like that. I don't know. I'm sometimes a little bit boring and I get too focused on getting our stats up. I think it's just my habit of doing 0 to heroes all the time. What is Hugo Plush? That was the fun one, but only... Yeah, that is a clothing store. Not really interested. Oh, I've only just clocked that comment. I misinterpreted it. It was a fun one, but only meth. I know. I need to do a future one where we take every drug. Firebite is a fiend. She just wants to watch the world burn. Yeah, I'm starting to think that she might be a real arsonist. Like, I can't lie. Okay, I'm pretty certain that round here there is a carpentry store. Yes, there is. Right, so me and my 3 frames per second are going to hop out and take on these zombies. Whoa! Is this base game? Don't recall the little critters. Do you mean like the zombies, or like the town itself? I mean the city. Yeah, so this is just Riverside. We don't normally go here quite often. The crawlers are annoying. Meds kicking in. Okay. Oh! Okay. We are going to take a lot of stuff from here. I think immediately we're going to take these toolboxes. The crawler almost got me? No, don't worry. We got this. That crawler ain't got shit on us. Right, let's put the tool cabinets in here. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Also, Jod, why so many no loot mods? Masochism. Okay, there should be some good stuff here. Oh, a pickaxe. Definitely taking that. We'll take the seeds with us as well. And any of this that we need. We will take another hammer because they do come in handy. Gotta go studying and can't wait for the full video. No problem at all, mate. All the best for the studying. Ooh, duct tape. Another propane torch. Hell yeah. More seeds. Lovely. Ooh, nails, wood glue, and hammers. We'll take all of this. And a plank. And bash myself in the head with that later. Let's just load everything in here. Okay, what else can we find? More nails. Nice. 2 more floodlights in here, and there is a chain. We can add that to a baseball bat later. Played the game for the first time. I found it ridiculous, the amount of canned food. I remember it being more stingy. Yeah, it is a bit annoying, to be fair. I think the no loot mods are good for that. I don't know, though. Every now and then I've had a run where I've put things on insanely rare loot, and it has worked pretty well. Oh, God. More nails. Oh, my God. So many good supplies here. So you played back before multiplayer was a thing. Oh, God, that must be quite a big break then. Oh, my God. I keep knocking over my phone, which has the stream. When is the CDDA bad challenge run? We've actually already done it quite recently. One of my more recent uploads. Oh my fucking God. Keep knocking my phone over. I don't think the video actually did too well, the CDDA challenge. I think it's just called, I tried Project Zomboid's Hardest Challenge or something. But we did do a 0 to hero on that already. Ooh, duct tape. Anything else? More chains, we'll take those. Tiny is a bit of a kinky bastard. I've just realised his trousers are off. He's kinkier than I thought. What happened to your trousers, mate? When did they come off? Cordless drill. Is that a weapon, or... Okay, I might just take it with me. We'll decide later on what it does. Pants are a prison. Okay, we'll take these other 2 lights, because they'll come in handy, and then we'll skedaddle. Oh, be careful, mate. Don't let that zombie get to you. Oh, God, 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 God. Oh, did not like that. Tell you what, let's eat these cabbages quickly. Right, let's go grab those lights and let's get off. Dude, just pick up the light. Come on. You just went into my YouTube studio. I'm 50 subs short of 2,000. Hell yeah, dude. You're getting there quickly. It won't take long until you hit the 2,000. I'll give you a day or two maximum and you'll be there. Right, I think that's enough looting for today. Oh my god, my phone is supposed to have like a little stand on the back that makes it stay up, and it keeps falling over. Very irritating. You know, it's 7.15 now, bro, motoring along. Just need to get to that 10k. I think I'll be happy once we're at that point. I feel like it never gets enough, you know, with growing the channel. Like, I want to get to 10k, then I want to get to like 50k, and then be like, oh, I want 100k now, and just keep going. But it is rewarding, to be fair. It's nice seeing the growth. It's taken me... I've been doing this for nearly a year now, actually. It will be a year at the end of this month. So I'm interested to see where this thing can go in another year. Rah, 1 mil eventually. 1 million would be class. I'd love to get to 1 million. Imagine getting a YouTube play button. That's the goal. Like, if I can just get to that 100k one, I'd be so happy. It'd be such an achievement. From what I've heard, you have to wait fucking ages for it to arrive. But it would be so cool. God, the lag's just getting a bit too unplayable. I think we might have to end the stream fairly soon, and I might have to do a little bit of filming just normally. Big tick in Project Zomboid interest with the coming update. Should get you guys some more subs. Yeah, definitely. I think I'm worried that, you know, Build 42 is just going to drop out of nowhere, and we're not going to be prepared for it. Because I want to try and finish this, get it edited and uploaded before Build 42. Just because I feel like if I'm still doing this challenge on Build 41, people aren't going to be interested. So doing a new run for Build 42 and even doing a live stream like the day it's first active would be so sick. But I am excited for it. There's so many updates with it. They're going to make the game so good. Hopefully. Right, I think it's an early night for us tonight, so let's fall asleep on our lovely collection of books. Same for your 100-day series. Yeah, definitely. I think, to be fair, you're a good chunk in now. You're past the halfway mark. I imagine you should get it done before the update comes out. Alright, let me quickly plug in my second screen again so I can get all the stream details up to the side. No! Oh, fuck, why has it done this? That's not what I wanted it to do. Fucking game. 1 second. waiting for a long time for them to work on this game. No rush, you know. To be fair, it's been around for so long. I can imagine it takes a long time to get these updates out. Oh, I've got a copy of the stream open to the side, and I panicked for a second then because I thought it'd stopped recording. Oh, God. Yeah, it's all cropped. 1 second. There we go. Managed to fix it all. Swear to God, if this phone case falls over one more time. In fact, I don't need it now. I've got the chat open to the side. What am I doing? You're going to opt out of Build 42 for your server's sake. For multiplayer server's sake. Loving this game with friends. To be fair, would you not be interested in starting another one, or is it quite a long-running one that you've done? Peek behind the curtains. Second monitor time. It's not a very impressive peek behind the curtains, unfortunately. Okay, well, all of the map has glitched out, so tell you what, let's sit on the ground. I think this is where I'm going to do or end things for now, guys. So to summarize where we are, we're now on this will be 26, down to 66 kg. We've killed 364 zombies, which is really low. I do want to work on that. And these are our stats currently. So to all of you that have watched during the stream, thank you very much. To those that end up watching this when it's re-uploaded, thank you as well. If you did enjoy, do consider giving us a like. It does help sort of push the videos and grow the channel and support us, so it is much appreciated. But to all of you in the chat, you're all a bunch of legends. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to leave you all to enjoy the rest of your